Picture it. Bowls of Kurt Angle's cum-infused roasted Brussels sprouts, a stunning grain salad, and creamy mashed potatoes all waiting to be mingled together in the spotlight.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. 1, 2. Is this on?
I got no friends around here, so it looks like I can't have a match. Okay.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Bazzano, along with my brother Joe Bazzano and Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
They finally figured it out, and for at least the rest of the year,
Yes.
we are getting only 2 hours of Raw. Yes.
Thank fucking God.
Oh my God.
Yes.
We might see a mass layoff again. They don't need half these fucking idiots that get TV time right
Well,
now.
Akira Tozawa.
Sorry, Chelsea Green. You gone.
Free Otis. He just might.
It just might permanently
well, if they
free
make
him.
SmackDown 3 hours, they're gonna have to do another draft
Oh, no.
and
God.
draft all these crap wrestlers.
What scares me about Netflix is it's not about time. They could make it 4 or 5 hours if they wanted to, but let's hope that they're smart
come on.
and just do a 2-hour show.
You know, that's it. I guess we'll jump ahead. I had it in rumors that they're gonna try for a 2-hour show, but if they need to go over, they can.
Of course,
I
there's
can't
no commercials.
see- yeah, or under.
Yeah,
You
or
know,
under.
like I saw
Yeah.
that as well, that they could also go under 2 hours. You know,
Yeah,
right.
Again, if there's no commercials, now the whole point of live sports is that you have commercials because that's the only like ad revenue that is worth a damn nowadays. But it is Netflix, and you are paying for the subscription.
Sure.
But there also is the Netflix with ads subscription.
Right.
Now. Which is going to be interesting because I wonder if it's going to be like the Peacock thing where technically if you pay for Netflix with no ads, you won't get commercials. But when they're doing the promos, like when we watch the pay-per-views on Peacock with
Right.
ads, when they're showing like the promos before the match, we get, Burger King and all that shit. We get ads.
Right.
So that's probably, my guess for what it's going to be like on Netflix.
Yeah. It's gonna be you and me and Whopper.
Yeah, right.
That's most likely the case. So
Yeah.
at least if you want to watch Raw live, which I haven't in a long time, but if you do, it won't be as painful.
Sure.
Right.
Right.
And starting next week, both will be on USA.
Yeah,
until the end of the
this
year.
Friday is the first SmackDown on USA. And then the Raw 2-hour thing doesn't start until October.
Yeah.
Like October 7th, I think it was.
Right.
Yeah. So we have to wait a few more weeks, but it's a good sign, a sign of things to come.
Yes.
For sure. A 3-hour wrestling show. Oof. It's been a rough 10 years. Let me tell you.
I know.
Has it been that long?
Well,
Or just our
it's
show, you
been
mean?
3 hours since we've started the podcast, so
Yeah.
even longer. I think like 2012 is when they started doing that shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Fuck. Yeah.
But all right, it's a big show. We have SmackDown and Raw to cover, but first we have to thank a few new patrons. So thank you to the halfway mark. I like that.
That's good.
Thank you to Josh's theme song. I don't think we have a Josh.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, right, this one. That's right. Yeah, of course. Yes. And then thank you to Katana was best number 7, I guess. That's another confused.
All right.
Might be an inside joke for this fan, but
Sure.
Mortal Kombat, what was her name?
yeah, but this is
No.
Cantona. Sorry.
Cantona was best number 7.
Yeah.
Sure.
Whatever that means. But glad to have you, Cantona.
Yeah.
Glad to have all of you. Go to patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. There are over 700 bonus podcasts. You get the weekly Monday Night War podcast, which we're having a blast doing. We're on to 1996.
Exactly.
This is where it starts to get good.
Yes.
Not great,
Not
but
great.
good. There's still a lot of shit.
It gets better.
It gets better.
Yeah.
For sure. You get all the pay-per-view recaps.
It's always darkest before the dawn.
Exactly.
Well, sure.
Yes. All the pay-per-view recaps. We just did, what the fuck was it? Bash in Berlin.
In Berlin.
And then next month, we've got Bad Blood.
Yes.
So that's going to be... that's That's going to be fun. Yeah. You also get all the brackets. We've got so many brackets, including worst promo brackets, parts 1, 2, and 3.
Plus, we got like movie reviews.
Absolutely.
Last one was Suburban Commando, featuring the never Oscar nominated Hulk Hogan.
Featuring the theatrical and only debut of The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
What
like,
was
"Ah,
that one
nah."
with the New Day movie?
That doesn't count.
Okay.
That was hardly watchable. So just like Suburban Commando, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, we have over 900 patrons currently, and once we get to 1,000, I'm shaving my head like Stone Cold.
And you're going to dress like Stone Cold.
I'm gonna dress like Stone Cold, do an entire podcast
Yeah.
as
By Halloween.
Stone Cold.
Make it happen.
Steve Austin.
Right.
What? Halloween.
And then,
Which
if we get
means
to
one of you guys are gonna have to
1,500,
host.
Joe's going to bleach his hair and buy a Cody jacket. So,
15. Sure.
Yeah, why not?
yeah. And get a neck tattoo.
It's fucking easy. Yeah, neck tattoos more like it.
Yeah.
We get to 2,000. Eric's gonna grow his hair back. Oof. Yeah.
Nice.
That's a challenge.
Yeah. I'm going to do like Kurt Angle, wear like the wig and the wrestling helmet.
If we get to 1,000 by the Halloween week,
Yeah.
you have to go as him to the Jets Texans game that we're going to go to on Thursday night.
Sure.
Yes.
Might as well.
Fucking make it happen.
All right. So SmackDown opens with Cody Rhodes. Whoa. Whoa. Gotta
in
do it
Canada,
twice every time.
and they don't go there that often, so the fans were electric for him. Just
Both?
excited.
Both are in Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cody welcomes Michael Cole back to SmackDown.
Where was he?
He was on Raw.
Raw.
So yeah, that's
realize
necessary
that
because
happened.
they're
Right.
so different.
Right. I mean,
These shows.
there's a minute when he was doing both. So,
Yeah. Then Cody says, I know I'm about to be interrupted, so let me extend an invitation to the Bloodline. So the Bloodline comes out, which is like, if you're Solo, you're like, we kind of ruined it for me. I was going to interrupt you and it was going to be super cool, but then you spoiled it.
thanks, Cody. Who's the heel here?
It's like, there are like super wrestling marks that are so into the show that they don't see this coming, even though it happens every week.
Sure.
Like, don't ruin it for the fucking marks.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it for them. It's like telling the kids, like, yeah, I'm going to fight Solo next week and I'm going to win because, of course, I am.
Right.
Like, the little kids don't necessarily know that.
Yeah.
So Solo
of the
says,
children.
I would have beaten you at SummerSlam if it weren't for Roman Reigns, so I deserve a rematch. And we get a very loud "We Want Roman" chant from the crowd. Cody says, you do deserve a WWE Championship match, but I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you, Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, I wish.
And they cut to Fatu outside the ring.
Yeah.
And he's going a little overboard with the facial expression.
It's
He was showing off.
wrestling.
Like, that's what he's doing now. Like, it's just so...
He's showing
It's a
off his
little over
grill.
the top.
Yeah.
It's a little too goofy. Like, you're supposed to be scary. Now I'm kind of laughing when they show you.
Yeah.
Fatu hops on the apron. He yells, I love you, Solo. You are my tribal chief. So I guess he's not accepting the match.
Yeah.
And Cody tells Solo he'll defend the title against him next week on SmackDown. Solo says, oh, you're trying to get my enforcer to turn on me. He should have been like, I know better than that. I was an enforcer.
Yeah.
And then I turned on my... Oh, right. So, yeah, he says, you want me next week, you're on, but we don't got to wait till next week. The rest of the Bloodline gets in the ring. But then the Street Profits and DIY run out to back Cody up.
Tim Allen?
Not Kevin Owens.
No.
DIY and the Street Profits, they're mad because they've lost to the Bloodline.
100 times.
And same with DIY.
Yeah.
And 100 more to come.
Yes.
So then Nick Aldis comes out threatening suspensions if anyone fights on the fighting show where
Again?
wrestlers fight.
5 bad guys, 2 good guys. Beat the fuck out of them until officials come. You got 5 good guys and 4 bad guys. Almost, shut it down now.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is wrestling like that?
Right.
It makes 0 sense.
Nick Aldis, closet heel GM.
I will fire all of you.
Right.
What?
Cody, you're stripped of the title. You fuck.
Yeah.
Cody's like, I didn't do anything. You're fucking stripped.
You're stripped. You're done.
Right.
That would have made him a face, actually. That's why he didn't do that.
Yeah.
So
Makes
all this
himself champ.
Well, all this is like this He's a bad guy, but he always makes the good guy decisions. That's the funny part.
Right.
He's just a prick.
He's always been a heel, like when he was a wrestler.
Right.
So now when he talks, he doesn't know really how to be a babyface GM.
Yeah.
He always talks like a heel.
Yeah.
So he makes an 8-man tag match for the main event. That's fucking awesome. We all love that.
Yeah.
We all love 8-man tags.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like which of the DIY and Street Profits are not going to be in this? Oh, no.
Cody's like, I don't wrestle
Right.
for free.
He's like, deuces. I'm going home.
Yeah.
He also says Cody versus Solo for the undisputed WWE championship will be in a steel cage.
Wow.
So how does he win that? When you got the bloodline, they'll hit the people with
They can't.
thing.
Well, they have to climb
The
the.
door.
They can climb the cage.
The door.
Roman.
Oh, the door.
Roman.
door.
Yeah, that's Roman coming back again, of course.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Tiffany Stratton versus Bailey.
Yeah.
Backstage. Yeah. Backstage before the match, Pretty Shitty is hanging out with Tiffany Stratton, and once again, they hype their Pretty Shitty musical.
Is this still a thing?
Why is this still being even mentioned? Swing and a miss.
The sad part is one day we're going to get that
See
musical.
it. Yep.
God damn it.
It's going to be pretty shitty.
Yeah. It's going to be super shitty.
Yeah. So Nia Jax walks up and tells Tiffy, everyone was saying that you were going to cash in on me last week. But Tiffy says, oh, those are lies being spread by Chelsea Green. And Tiffy asks Nia to be in her corner, and Nia says, maybe I'll help you how you helped me last week. As for the match, Bailey hits an elbow drop. Stratton kicks out. Nia walks out, but Bailey hits her with a suicide dive. Then Bailey gets back in the ring, and Stratton had her beat with a roll-up, but the ref didn't see it because she was yelling at Nia for hopping on the apron. Bailey gets out of the roll-up. Nia hops off the apron, and Bailey hits the rose plant for the win.
And new
Money in the Money in the Bank.
Money,
Yeah. I think
I don't
so.
know about that.
I think that's
Kinda
how that
funny.
works.
I did one time.
It did a couple times.
Twice. Oh, yeah, I guess.
Miz beat
Well,
Otis,
Yeah, it was kind of a trial first, right? And
but
then
they
he
had to
hit
have
him.
a match.
They did?
Yeah,
So stupid.
where Miz paid off JBL as the judge.
Yeah. All right, it's yours.
And then what was it? Edge beat Mr. Kennedy,
Mr. Canada.
right?
Yeah.
Mr. And then I guess he hurt Cena in a match, and then Vince took Money in the Bank away from him. I think that's what happened with Kennedy. It was
No.
either Cena or Orton.
No.
Maybe Orton?
Kennedy actually got injured, which is
He got
why
hurt.
he
Yeah. That's what he
dropped.
says.
But it was like he got fired because it was Randy Orton's return. Oh. And he almost injured him.
No. He was going to be Vince's son, and then he hurt Orton. So there was two different things where Kennedy got hurt, so they stripped him of Money in the Bank, and then he hurt Orton, and
He
then he's
almost
like, "You're
hurt
no longer going to be my son." Right? He almost hurt Orton.
Yeah. It was
Vince was
when
like,
they did that like
You're not my son. Give me back my son.
the good guys and the bad guys wore basketball jerseys.
Yeah.
Because like they had to move Raw at the last minute.
Right. That whole
Yeah.
thing with the Denver Nuggets.
Yes.
Because that's still
And
canon.
they're like, fuck Denver.
Yeah. Like Hornswoggle's a McMahon.
Yeah.
That's canon.
Yeah.
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 I thought they retconned it
Did they?
eventually.
Did they?
I think like years later, they were like, we all, like, oh, there's a DNA. What's this? Hold on. Oh, I found something. I just came on this piece of paper and the doctor confirmed I'm not Hornswoggle's father. Like, no, Vince, you shit on that woman's head and then it ran down. It fell on this paper.
Look, this is my cum on this piece of paper. This is Hornswoggle's cum, and you can see they look different, right? Everybody knows
taste
that.
different.
How'd you get his cum?
I jerked him off. So this is his cum here.
It's
See,
for
look,
science, goddammit.
This big giant pile of cum. That's mine. It's
We
just
don't
it's just a little dime
we don't
cum.
need Vince.
Yeah.
I keep telling you, we don't need cum to do this test.
I told Hornswoggle, I'm like, hey, I've got a new character for you. You just come whenever you want. See, let me help you. He's gonna come.
Jesus. Anyways, Bailey wins with a rose plant.
Anyways. Oh, yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, she sure did. She sure did. Great
Oh,
match.
yeah, that match happened. Yeah, I
Like a
forgot
fucking
about that.
20-minute match. Great job.
SmackDown sucks now. It really
Yeah.
does. Next up, we have dinner with Legado del Fantasma.
No.
Angel and Berto brag about beating Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Look, our buddy Steve's not with the company anymore, so I'm just gonna out it, right? Like,
Yeah.
they hire seat fillers. So
Not
like,
higher, but
yeah, kind of. Yeah, not higher. Like, here's a free
Volunteer.
ticket. Why don't they have like people that they like just pull aside and go, what do you think about this idea? Like, prove you're an amazing fan of wrestling, and like 30 people just kind of tell them what they think of these ideas.
like a focus group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, but with real, like WWE fans, lifelong fans. What
Right.
do you think of this? I don't understand the dinner. Okay, go ahead. Go more further on that.
Right.
No, it's just dumb. I don't get why you keep doing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you know
got
what
it.
these fucking marks would do. Yeah, it's great. It's perfect. Can I still go to the show?
I'm sorry. You have to have at least a 125 IQ to be on this
Wow. Wow.
Wow, 125. It's going to be hard for wrestling fans.
I don't think we're going to be there.
No, come on. Give yourself some credit, buddy.
So yeah, they brag about beating Cruz and Corbin, but Daddy Santos tells his sons not to be shocked by success. Victory is not what we obtain. It's part of who we are. And success, we don't just find it, we make it. And Mama Lopez says, SmackDown is bound to be our turf.
Okay.
And Escobar's like, okay, now we eat.
Yeah.
Victory is who we are. Yes, Umberto. Even me? Someday, maybe.
Yeah.
Someday.
Tranquilo.
They're like, but Daddy, we've won more matches than you recently.
Yeah, right.
Take it easy.
Get the fuck off my table.
Yeah. Next up, we have Apollo Crews versus Giovanni Vinci, his SmackDown singles debut
Yes.
with his new character where
Right.
he he has fancy cars and fucks women.
And
Where'd he get this money? A.
Yeah.
B. Corey was so excited about him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, they're going to push this guy.
Maybe Corey didn't know what was
Someone
gonna
likes him. No. Someone likes him in the back. And,
Right.
they're going to push this guy. Maybe he's like a great wrestler or a great
right,
talker.
he's been there forever. Like,
Forever.
obviously, they see something in him.
Yeah.
His real life girlfriend gave him a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, really?
They acted if it was just some random chick.
Oh.
But that's usually
Was
how
it
that works
anyone-
now.
Was it anyone like.
No, she's just a woman.
Okay.
Yeah. Vinci is super cocky, and the ref got annoyed with how long Vinci was taking to remove his jacket.
Uh-huh.
If you look, the ref was like, you gotta, fuck it, ring the bell.
Jack it
Fuck this
off
guy."
already.
So he calls for the bell, and Cruz grabs Vinci and immediately wins with a roll-up.
Yep. And buried.
Yeah, I mean,
That's it.
what's the point of all this?
Right.
All
I
of
don't-
that to just remain a jobber.
Yeah.
And when you get beat by a jobber, as a jobber,
Right. You job to Apollo Crews.
we wish Giovanni the best in his future endeavors.
Yeah.
Yeah. If any.
We'll see where they go with
Yeah.
this. Good God.
Like, this happened, and the first thing that popped in my head was when they gave Triple H the Scotty Too Hottie dance doing the shovel.
Oh my
The
god.
video games.
Yes.
Jesus.
Right.
That's always
like,
great.
oh.
Yeah. I don't know. Vinci is confusing. You got
Yeah.
your ass whooped by Kaiser, and you don't want revenge for
No,
that?
I
You're
want to
just-
go to another show.
You're just a pussy bitch.
I'm a new guy.
Yeah.
They
that's
wipe
it.
my memories.
Yeah.
What was his
What's a Kaiser?
what was his name before they changed it?
Marcel Bartel?
No, that was Kaiser. I don't even
So
remember.
Bartel
Oh,
and
fuck.
and
Now I want to know.
Not Oni Lorcan.
No.
Oni Lorcan.
Lorcan. No,
It was Oni
that was-
Lorcan.
That was that other guy. Fabian Eichner, because that's his real name.
Is it really?
And Vince goes,
You can't have your real name. I own you, you fuck.
What is this AI
oh
bullshit?
yeah. There's a photo of him as if he were the NXT champion.
of course.
Yeah, remember that? Remember when
Yeah.
he was the NXT champion?
What a
Jesus.
cool name too, Fabian Eichner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Giovanni Vinci, I'm making the pizza.
Yeah.
Ring names: Adrian Severe.
Severe. Yeah.
That's not great.
Build height 6 foot. No.
No.
I like how they have to have build.
Right.
What did they like add his cock length to his height? Like,
Yeah.
well, you got a foot of cock, so we're just gonna
Trained by
add that on
Alex
the top.
Wright.
Alex Wright. There you go.
Interesting.
Currently a disco dancer. Well, soon to be disco dancer, right?
Yeah.
What?
In WCW.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Alex Wright.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of
Alex Reynolds.
no.
David Wright.
No, who was the Mrs. guy?
Oh, Alex Riley.
Alex Riley. Yeah.
nice.
Alex Riley.
I guess I earned it.
Sure.
You fucking mark!
You're asking for the button now?
Now he's
so
calling for his
confusing.
own button.
I mean, honestly, I was surprised you hadn't hit it already. So
We were. That was like too impressive. We were like, wow, that's actually
right.
pretty
That's
great.
like
pretty good.
Fucking
Congratulations, you fucking Mark.
is it Pavlov's dogs? You say a fact about wrestling and you hear the button. So when you don't hear it, you're like, what?
Yeah, you panic.
Quick trivia: Fabian Eichner made his television debut on an episode of NXT, losing to someone who used to have their own button.
Apollo Crews? No, I'm just kidding. Cassius Ono?
Yes.
Oh wow,
All right, I won trivia this week.
Oh,
Suck it, Eric.
good job.
No.
All right, we've got Kevin Owens versus Grayson Waller versus Austin Theory. This happened because of a backstage confrontation, like always.
Sure, and this was for
Nothing. Oh. Yeah. So Owens came up with the triple threat match. He's like, you, fight me.
yeah, and each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Owens powerbombed Waller through a table. Nice.
Yes.
Later, Theory hit Owens with a rolling neck breaker and went for the pin, but Waller pulled him off.
What?
Even though you just asked, what's this match for? Nothing.
Right.
Nothing. And then Corey Graves tried to save it, saying, oh, he wanted the winner's purse. And Cole was like, well, they should just split it. When has that been a thing in the last, I don't know, 20 years in
100
WWE?
years. 100 years.
Like the winner's purse?
Yeah. When do winners get money?
Right.
Yeah. Well, I wrote in that you're gonna win this week, so I guess you get more money.
Yeah. I mean, that used to be a thing in wrestling, but they haven't mentioned that in forever.
There's no
70
yeah.
years.
70 years.
At least.
Yeah.
Owens gave Theory a rolling senton off the second rope. In the end, KO hit Theory with a stunner for the win.
Which Theory sold.
Yeah, he
Fucking
always tells the
wonderful.
stunner very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waller attacked Owens after the match, and Theory eventually recovered to help him lay KO out.
Right.
Why couldn't they just do this during the match?
Sure.
I always get annoyed with that.
Yeah.
Like, one guy will win a match, the good guy will win the match, and then 5 seconds after he hits his finisher and pins the guy wakes up and takes him out easily.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, why couldn't he just do that in the match?
Right.
Yeah.
It's a 20-minute match.
Couldn't
that
do
you
it
lost,
for 20 minutes.
And then 5 seconds after you took a stunner, you beat up the other.
Yeah.
And what was this for again?
Nada.
Literally for nothing.
For nothing.
But it was a triple. It was a
Yes.
triple threat.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So backstage, Theory and Waller tell Nick Aldis that they want to face Kevin Owens in a tag team match next week. But then they laugh because Owens has no friends. Which this Friday will be the first SmackDown on USA. So it'll probably be, Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
100% Sami Zayn.
Sounds about right.
He doesn't have any friends. Well, I can think of one.
Well, yeah. And it's going to be.
You want to blow everyone's mind? Chris Jericho.
Sure. Next up, we have an in-ring promo from L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Knight brags about his recent U.S. title defenses and says no one's taking it from him. So Carmelo Hayes walks out and says he's been stealing the show week after week while Knight's been running his mouth. He says he's next in line for a title shot. But then Andrade walks out and says, Melo, take it easy.
Take it easy.
You beat me twice. But I also beat you twice. Two.
Wait, Carmelo has a second win?
Yeah.
So it is 2-2?
It's do. Do. You douche. And I deserve a title shot. Because I used to be United States champion.
Thanos
Back
Unidos.
in the Thunderdome. And then they shoot him before he could say Thunderdome.
That's enough.
Don't remind people of that shit.
Take him out. He's going rogue.
He's about to mention the Thunderdome. Fucking shoot him in the head. The focus group has all fallen asleep. Let's take him out.
While you're at it, take out the focus group. No one's going to miss them.
Yeah.
Then Andrade speaks Spanish very fast because he can speak Spanish. You know, he knows that language.
Right.
And then he starts poking Knight's chest, but then Mello grabs Andrade. Andrade shoves Mello into Knight. Andrade kicks Mello, and Knight hits Andrade with a BFT.
Yep.
Mello taunts Andrade, so Knight gives Mello a BFT too, and Mello sold that very well.
Yes, absolutely. So triple threat at Bad
Triple
Blood.
threat. It's a double count out on SmackDown, I guess. What did we say? What is our bet again?
Oh.
Do you have that? I don't even remember what it is.
I don't even know.
I think you said tie.
That's I'm gonna get you that for Christmas, Joe. A betting journal.
A betting journal. No, it's more fun trying
Someone
to look through
mentioned
100
we need a
papers.
whiteboard and to put the
that'd
bets
be
on the
good.
whiteboard or something.
Best of 7.
Right.
Yeah.
I have Andrade or tie, and you have Mello. You gave me or tie.
Okay.
Yeah. So
But
next
it's-
week, but it's best
but
only
it's
if
a
they go to
5.
7.
Only
Is
if they go
it
to
going to end at 5?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
We
know.
could keep it if it ends at 5, and then whoever.
I
Seems like it's ending at 5.
don't
Right.
want this bet at 5.
No,
What do you mean? It looks like it's going to be a tie.
No, it is going to be a tie.
Yeah.
That's gonna be Joe's AI book. How to lose everything you own betting on wrestling.
Betting on wrestling, how I lost all my money to my younger brother.
How I lost it all.
And feet, which is like right. How I lost all my money to my brother in pro wrestling betting and feet stuff.
Right.
Oh, boy. All right, next up, we have Michin versus Chelsea Green. This match happened because of a backstage confrontation. Michin is still selling her injured ribs from Nia Jax sitting on her the week before. Michin sets up for the Styles Clash, but it's so pathetic at this point. Why is she still doing the Styles Clash? But Piper hops on the apron. Michin hits a suicide dive, but Piper distracts her and gets back on the apron. Chelsea kicks Michin off the apron, and Piper hits Michin with a senton while the ref wasn't looking. And then Chelsea hits the unprettier for the win.
Why?
D.
Yeah, right.
That's being generous, Eric.
October?
You know what?
You fucking
A fucking D for that match.
We'll never see this shit in October moving forward.
Right.
Next up, we have DIY and the Street Profits versus the Bloodline 8-man tag. This match started with a brawl with the good guys throwing out the bad guys. Later, Solo threw Ciampa over the announce table. Then Ciampa made a hot tag to Gargano and Dawkins, and the ref was like,
Yeah.
so he was like, all right, I'll allow it. Later, Solo gave Ciampa the spinning solo, but Ciampa kicked out. That was kind of surprising.
Right.
Then Ciampa gave Tama Tonga a superplex off the top rope, and they landed on everyone outside the ring. Then Ford hit Tama with a 450 splash, but Fatu broke up the pin with a senton. Fatu tagged in, cleaned house, and then tagged in Solo, who hit Ford with 2 Samoan spikes for the win.
Hey Ford, remember when you had that opportunity to turn heel, go solo? Should have done it.
Should have done it.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Very.
So that's the end of SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forever.
Pretty
That's
bad.
That's it. That's the last thing that happened on Fox SmackDown.
I'm convinced Solo's beating Cody. That convinced me. He beat Montez Ford,
I know.
Eric.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
I mean, jeez.
Right.
He won't
And it
lose.
only took 2 Samoan spikes.
Just 2.
Just 2.
Yeah,
Cody needs at least like 3.
that's true.
Cody or Crossroads to beat Ford
That's true.
if they ever fought.
Oh, God. All right, so Raw opens with American Made versus the Wyatt Six.
Kicks off the
So
show.
we just watched an 8-man tag, and that's the end of SmackDown. And I watched these back to back.
Same.
So for me,
Right.
I watched an 8-man tag, and then I watched an 8-person mixed tag team street fight.
What in the AEW fuck is this?
Yeah.
This is Nikki Cross's first match with the Wyatts.
Yeah.
Uncle Howdy watched from his brother's rocking chair. At least this was just like chaos instead of...
Sure, at least it's a street fight.
Yeah. Nikki put Ivy Nile in a trash can, beat her with a kendo stick. which that makes it hurt less. Joe Gacy gave Brutus Creed a suplex on the apron. Ivy sprayed Rowan with a fire extinguisher, and then the Creeds put Rowan through a table, and they buried him under a bunch of plastic toys.
Yeah. How is he ever coming back from that?
Right.
Yeah. American Made takes over for a while with Rowan out. They beat Gacy and Loomis with kendo sticks. Then Ivy lifted up the apron, but Nikki crawled out and beat Ivy with a kendo stick and then tackled her over the announce table. They're dead. R.I.P. Then the Creeds were about to suplex Gacy through a table, but Rowan woke up. He kicked off part of the barricade and ran over Gable and the Creeds with it. Then Gable and the Creeds teamed up to take Rowan out, but Loomis and Gacy recovered. Loomis gave Brutus a leg drop off the top rope and threw a table outside the ring. Gable gave Gacy an angle slam off the top rope and threw a table. It goes
Thought
with
maybe for a second they were getting a win there.
Yeah.
right, yeah, and you
nice
could have done that.
Yeah.
Could have.
So then, what the fuck? He went for the pin, but Gacy kicked out. And he put him in the ankle lock while Ivy beats Gacy with a kendo stick. But Nikki pulled Ivy out of the ring and gave Gable a German suplex of her own. Then Nikki gave Ivy her spinning neck breaker on a bunch of chairs. Then Uncle Howdy's like, all right, fuck this.
I'm going in.
He scares Gable, and Rowan ran him over and gave him the face slam on the steel steps.
Yes.
And then Howdy gets in the ring and gave Julius sister Abigail. And then Loomis gave Gable a frog splash for the win. Mm-hmm. Just a bunch of chaos.
Yeah.
The Wyatt Six win again. They've been winning.
It's just boring.
Yeah.
Give me something.
Like, they need to be done. They've beaten them, what, like 5 times in a row now?
2, 10, 12, something like that.
They're just winning every time.
Yes.
This should be it.
Yeah.
It should be over. Let Gable get some wins on someone, for God's sakes. And let the Wyatt Six do something. I don't know what.
Right.
I'm not sure what.
I don't know either. If you're not going after like a big faction or something important, this is all bullshit. Nobody cares
For sure.
about American Made.
Yeah.
So it's not even
This
cool.
American Made could have been a cool team, but they had them instantly feud with the Wyatts, and they're all getting buried every single week, so you can't take any of them
We
serious.
have a new stable, and they lose every match.
Every match. A new cool stable, one that we actually wanted for a long time.
Yeah.
And no.
Yep.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah. F.
Sure. Next up, we have an in-ring promo from Fuck Balor.
Yeah.
Fuck
What is
Balor.
that? What is that? What is that?
Yeah.
He comes out and it says FXXX. I was like, is this a new fucking show on Fox?
Fuck.
Is this a new channel?
Yeah.
We have FX, we have FXX, now we
Oh.
have XXXX.
If I said, hey, I'm going to show you this porn, and that's the first thing you saw, what would
Yeah.
you think that meant?
Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck. Triple X.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fuck Balor, and then
Kids can't watch this Finn Balor.
no.
No.
Porn.
Oh.
Porn.
Man, imagine when when they get the Netflix.
Yeah.
He's gonna get
Fuck
even.
Balor.
He's gonna have even tighter, like little wrestle panties.
Welcome to Fuck Balor Club, where everyone in the club fucks me. Liv, you're last.
You're lost.
Cordito, come here.
Come here.
Your turn. Vince taught me all of this.
Yeah. So this is Balor's 5th promo where he blames Damian Priest for everything.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the same thing every week.
Yeah.
You held me down. I would have been world champion. Yeah, we heard this the first time, second time, third
Third
time, fourth time.
What about the 5th time?
Heard it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
heard it again.
Yeah.
So Priest comes out, and I should have grabbed the audio for this because it's so goddamn funny with his accent. He says, I'm going to let you say what you're going to say, but once you're done talking, I'm dropping your ass.
Yeah.
Right.
like the whole coffin thing.
Yeah. It's that New York accent, I guess.
Yeah.
You're talking.
He's like forcing it now.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it feels like.
Right.
And then Balor says, you turned me into a sidekick. I ain't no sidekick. I want you one-on-one at Bad Blood. Priest accepts. He wants to fight now, but Balor says, don't you remember the Judgment Day playbook? And Priest says, I wrote the Judgment Day playbook.
I mean.
Yeah. There was that other guy. What's his name?
Yeah.
He's like a Hall of Famer. Like he's already a Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. His name...
He's kind of like His name is like on Edge or something.
Yeah, like he'd probably be perfect for
very
Netflix because Netflix might get a little rated R.
Didn't he pull
maybe?
like? Didn't he pull like a Sid, and he's gonna be out for a long time?
Yeah, he
Basically,
certainly did.
yeah.
Wasn't that bad, but it
Right. I mean, in his prime, he was cut. He had all the women edging.
How many?
Edge.
How many?
that's it, yeah.
Hell in the Cell matches do we have at Hell in the Cell Bad Blood right now?
One.
Just the one.
I think that's going to be it.
Okay.
Because again, it's not called Hell in a Cell anymore.
Even when it was, we only got one or two.
yeah. So.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, do we? No chance of the Demon, since the Demon. Wins
I mean,
and
that'd
loses.
be great, but doubtful.
Not for their first match.
The Demon hasn't been a heel in the
So-
main roster, right?
Ever.
No. We said that a couple weeks ago, and we were wrong.
Oh.
He was a
fought
heel
Edge.
against Edge.
Yeah, he
at
fought
WrestleMania.
Edge
Right.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right.
in their Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the one time, though. But yeah.
Yeah. Everybody gets one.
So Priest attacks Balor, but JD McDonough, Carlito, and Dominic Mysterio come out, and they beat up Priest together. But then Rhea Ripley limps out with a crutch. Liv tries to attack her from behind, but Rhea hits her with the crutch. Then she beats Dom with the crutch, but Liv chop blocks Rhea's injured leg. And Liv was about to beat Rhea with the crutch some more, but Priest laid on top of her to protect her because
What was
Family.
this? What was this? What was this?
it's family, Eric. Because Damian Priest is,
Yeah.
I mean, he's been portraying Dominic Toretto since he's turned face.
Sure.
I mean, even a few weeks ago,
I mean,
he dressed
honestly,
exactly
I
like
think
him.
I think Rhea is probably tougher than Priest, so maybe she should have covered him.
Maybe. Yeah. So finally, Jey Uso runs out with a chair. So all 5 members of Judgment Day retreat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh fuck! He's got a chair.
Was that like
one chair?
Was it a chair gun?
A gun that shoots chairs.
Yeah.
A shotgun chair?
Like a sword chair, maybe? No.
No, not so much.
Knife chair.
Next up, we have Alba Fire and Isla Dawn versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill for the tag titles.
New Day called it.
It's the rubber match,
Wear
kind
a rubber.
of, that no one wanted.
Yeah, it's a wear a rubber match.
That's it. Fire and Dawn powerbombed Belair, and Dawn looked like she was munching on Bianca's box while pinning her.
Box.
And that was the highlight of the match.
Yeah, best move.
Fire and Dawn hit their shitty finisher on Belair, but Jade broke up the pin, and then Belair and Cargill hit their DDT suplex combo on Fire for the win.
On fire.
Both of these women have cool solo finishers.
Right.
But together, with their powers combined, they have one shitty finisher
Super
that
shitty
they win
finisher.
every match with.
Yeah, I know. It's so.
Why doesn't Belair just hit the KOD on one girl and Jade gives the other girl the jaded every time?
Yeah, right.
Like Shawn Michaels and Triple H, super kick into a pedigree.
Right.
You know? Yep. It's perfect. But no, let's do this weird DDT and then suplex. Looks like shit.
Yeah.
Neither one of those moves is a finisher anymore.
Right, right.
But together they're a finisher?
Together.
Okay. Backstage, Io and Kyrie confront Bianca and Jade, and Io says, "Don't get used to those tag titles." And Kyrie just points her eye like, "Remember, Jade? You fucking did this to me, you bitch."
Yeah.
Did she?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Jade's
Next-
like, who are you?
Right. Next up, it's the return of Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah.
They showed Bret walking backstage before the commercial break, but he was clearly like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
Everyone's like, he looked like a lost grandpa, like just walking around.
I'm just
They're
trying to
they're
find my
"Hey,
lemonade.
Brett, we're doing your segment next, but first we like to show the wrestlers walking backstage as if they're heading to the ring. So can you just walk?" And he's like, "Okay, I guess. All right, and action. Oh, we're gonna practice before we go live. All right.
Yeah.
All right, and action. All right, hold on 1 second.
He can't fucking do it. I don't want to scream it because it's Bret Hart. He's a legend, but he can't fucking do it, guys. The best there isn't. The best there wasn't. The best there never will be.
He's walking around backstage. He's just like,
Yeah, just walking. Yeah, Bret, just walk and look around. Like, just look around.
Look
He's
look at the blank walls.
Brett's probably like, but there's nothing to look at.
Right.
Like, in all fairness, Bret Hart's probably looking at this.
Right.
Like a, legit, like, wrestler. You know what I mean? Like, well, what am I supposed to look at?
fucking like jobbers just there, and he's like, oh, they're like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
Brett, act like you see something interesting. Act? That's about right. That's about right.
But what happens when I pretend to look at something and then I walk past and then we see that I was looking at the wall? There's nothing there. Well, there's some crates. You want me to look at the crates as if the crates are interesting?
Why don't I awkwardly put you in the sharpshooter for the segment?
Right.
Would have been better. So then we have Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett introduce him because they don't trust Bret in the ring by himself.
Just in the ring.
Wow.
Bret says, I was proud to be a Canadian champion, and Canadian champions take on any challenger.
They're like, all right, Grandpa, let's get you to bed.
Come on, let's get you to bed.
I proved every night for 20 years that I was the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
Yeah.
Until Shawn Michaels came along.
Yeah.
All right.
Then the music hits and out walks Gunther.
Yes.
The ring general, Gunther. Right. He tells Bret, you are the best there was, but you're looking at the best there is and the best there will be.
Wow.
Gunther is so good.
Yeah.
You have always been a childhood hero for me.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take a moment to tell you personally that you will always be a close second to my actual favorite.
For a second.
Shawn.
Yeah.
And my all-time favorite is none other than Bill Goldberg.
That's so good.
Backstage before this, Gunther was talking to Triple H, and he was like, hey, so I wanted to have this great line where Bret's my second favorite behind Shawn Michaels. And then, like, all of a sudden, Shawn Michaels by, we're not going to bury me in Canada.
Yeah.
Gunther Taker.
Gunther Taker.
Yeah, but no, it's still
No,
great.
it's so great
It's so
because
good.
you have to be a wrestling fan to know how good that joke was.
Right,
Just
right.
some casual wrestling
Well, and
fan.
like, Bret has since made up with Shawn, and he doesn't completely hate him anymore.
Right. Well,
Bret still, like,
hates.
just recently again,
Yeah.
shit on Bill Goldberg.
Yeah.
No, there's like a meme. It's like Jamie Noble forgave Samoa Joe for ending his career.
Yeah.
What's his name? Draws forgave D'Lo Brown.
Yeah.
Bret Hart, fuck Bill Goldberg.
Yeah.
I even saw a promo from like Nitro
Yeah.
recently where Bret Hart calls him Bill Goldberg, and the interviewer's like, he wants to just be called Goldberg, and Bret's like, yeah, well, that's too bad, Bill Goldberg. It's like,
Bill.
yeah.
They keep
Wow.
bringing this guy back.
Right.
So then Sami Zayn walks out in a Calgary Flames jersey of the player who was recently killed along with his brother by an alleged drunk driver while they were cycling.
Oh, shit.
WWE
When was
later,
that?
like a couple weeks ago
Oh, fuck.
in August.
Wow.
And then later in the show, WWE paid tribute to the player and his brother.
Oh, that's nice.
It was nice and everything for them to do that. But then like Jackie Redmond was in the video and she was like talking about him as if she knew him.
Maybe she did.
I don't know. She was like, yeah, she was getting like all choked up and everything. Unless they told her like, hey, pretend to cry
Right.
for this thing. But
Maybe.
yeah. So Sammy tells Gunther Bret Hart is a Canadian hero. He's a hero to everyone here. He's a hero to the boys in the back, and he's a hero to me. You want to say you're the best there is? Prove it. Sami Zayn versus Gunther Part 2 for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, she's from Toronto.
Oh, so maybe she did, yeah.
Yeah.
So Gunther tells Sammy, you're not in my league. Neither is Bret Hart, so my answer remains no. And Bret says, that doesn't look like a champion to me. That looks like a gutless yellow coward. And Gunther tries to go after Bret, but Sammy stands in his way, and Sammy and Gunther brawl for a bit, and Sammy was winning until the refs pulled him away.
I love how old school that just calling someone a color was such a diss. You're yellow.
Yellow.
Right.
What?
Isn't that like a Southern thing?
I think so.
Bret's-
belly.
Brett's Canadian.
Old yellow.
Maybe he's a
Right.
Southern Canadian.
Maybe,
Right.
maybe they just all had like hepatitis or something.
What? Jesus.
Jaundice.
So I guess this will be a bad blood match, but it's still not confirmed. You know,
Yeah. Bret Hart versus Gunther.
that's it.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Crazy.
great.
I know. Anniversary of Hell in a Cell.
Oh my God.
Next up, we have Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio. Before the match, Judgment Day and LWO have a backstage confrontation.
Why?
In which Dominic flubs a line, and then right after that, his father flubs a line.
The only thing I saw was a bunch of wannabe thugs that run away from a real fight.
Hey, you watch your mouth, deadbeat.
Hey, you watch your tone, son.
You watch your stone?
Stone.
You wrote your tongue.
Like,
Son.
if you watch it, Dominic's like, hey, you watch your mouth, deadbeat. Like, he forgot
They
the
even-
fucking line that he's been saying for 2 goddamn years.
He could have said dad. That's probably what he was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
watch your stone.
They even botched the order. It's like father like son, not like son like father.
Yeah.
You know.
You watch your kidney stones, son. I know you've been drinking Liv's piss, and she drinks lots of soda. You're gonna have to piss out some kidney stones, son.
I don't know if that's how that works.
And then the rest of it was great because then Ray tells Balor, he's like, you should shut up like my stupido son. He says a stupido.
Yeah.
So Judgment Day and LWO fight during the match, and then Liv Morgan chop block Dragon Lee while the ref is distracted, and Dom hits a 619 and a frog splash for the win.
Wow. Don beat Dragon Lee. That's fucking great.
Amazing. Next up, we have Pure Fusion Energy versus Selena Vega, Lyra Valkyria. See, yeah, Joe's vomiting already just having to relive this. I know.
Right.
I know.
PFC.
And their mystery partner, who could it be?
Right.
In
No
Calgary,
mystery at all.
What we said last week. Oh, of course, it's fucking Natalia.
Yeah.
And Pure Fusion Collective being afraid of Natalia when they've all taken turns squashing her over the past few years.
Yes.
Is hilarious.
Absolutely. Every one of us beat her easily. Easily.
Natalia's been
now you're
jobbing
scared?
for like 3 years.
At least.
Oh my God.
Thunderdome
Not her.
era.
Yeah. So Vega was on Shayna's shoulders outside the ring, and Vega tried to roll around her, but Vega just ended up falling and botching. Yeah. So then Shayna just threw herself into the apron.
This match was just an abomination.
Then Vega put Sonya in a Boston Crab. Then Lyra put Shayna in a single leg crab. And then Natalya made Zoe tap to the sharpshooter.
3 submission.
Backstage, Byron Saxon asked Bret Hart what he thought of the match. And Bret said, I didn't watch that shit.
Yeah.
So.
You mean when he was with Natalia?
Yeah, I'm kidding.
That part? That was hilarious because they start talking and they just fucking cut him off. And I was like, best moment of the show. You're like in the middle of a conversation. They're like,
She
get out of here.
says like, oh, what a night for the Hearts. But guys, just remember, and Bret's like, no, it wasn't about me tonight. It was about Natalia. And they just cut away.
And then she's like, yeah. And then like,
Right. He's like, it wasn't about me. It wasn't about me at all. It was about Natalia.
He's gone rogue. Cut the feed.
Cut the feed. Cut his throat.
cut his throat. Feed.
Did you guys forget to fucking pump him with Ambien? God damn it.
Yeah.
Fuck. He should be asleep right now. He wasn't even supposed to be in this segment.
We gotta wake him up. Somebody get Sean and Goldberg in here.
That'll get his juices running.
Get his blood boiling. He just like senses them like he's Spider-Man.
Right.
Like he has his
Goldberg's nearby.
my hitman senses pissing me off right now.
My hitman senses concussing.
Oh man. Next up, we have an in-ring promo from Drew McIntyre. Finally, the show's gonna get good.
Finally, the one moment of the show that we like.
The fans chant CM Punk, and Drew says, "Now, when you chant CM Punk, it's in memory of him."
That was good.
Because he's dead.
Yeah. Drew says, Punk says, I beat Drew McIntyre. I touched some corners, so now I'm gonna fight for the world title. Punk has screwed me out of the world title 3 times this year. I pinned him at SummerSlam, and just because he's the best in the world at touching 4 corners in a row, he's suddenly done with me and we're moving on? I don't think so, you arrogant prick. And then Drew smiles and says, I'm the man who ended CM Punk's career. And then he promotes The Killer's Game, starring Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
Because
him.
Drew's in it too, for probably one scene.
Right.
Yeah.
Random henchman that gets shot.
Right.
Yeah. And then, well, it was funny. Batista in an interview was like, they asked him, like, how did you get Drew McIntyre in the movie? And they were like, they asked me, do you know any Scottish guys? And I was like, yeah, I know one.
You
Yeah.
must say something then.
Right.
Or else the point of being Scottish.
You're going down.
I don't know, something like, yeah, I imagine he just has a couple lines and he fight. They have
He's
a,
just like, welcome to Scotland.
So then Drew says there's one loose end, and I'm afraid I've got some bad news that involves you, Wade. That was fucking great.
That was amazing.
He tells Bear, I don't have many friends left, but you and I came to this country together. We traveled on the road together.
We came together.
We fucked women together. We've even been arrested together for fucking the same woman.
Yeah.
You've been the only logical voice that's fought my case while Michael Cole lied to everybody. So why, when it was time for me to end Punk, did you step in my way? And then Drew walks up to Barrett and says, I'm not angry, I'm disappointed. But if you do it again, I'm going to be angry. And I'm going to do something about it. And Wade stands up and tells Drew, I'm the one guy that's still looking out for you. And then Adam Pearce walks out to de-escalate the situation. He tells Drew that he spoke to Punk and he said CM Punk is not done and he's not done with you. So Pearce announces Punk versus Drew for Bad Blood for one last time, and it will be Hell in a Cell.
I love his eyeglass thing where he's always just like, and it'll be hell in a cell.
So stupid.
Why do you gotta take your glasses off?
For a second, I thought you were doing a Cyclops impression.
It's so stupid.
To me, my X-Men.
It'll be hell.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I killed him.
I swear, if he yells war games, I'm gonna fucking riot.
He did last year.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, again,
Well, it's going to be him or Aldis. Maybe together. They both go.
no, bring him out.
They're going to be like, whoa, Wonga, fuck. Regal comes out and just slaps them with his dick.
Full guidance.
It's like, shut the fuck up and let me do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So backstage, the show got shitty again. Karrion Kross tells The Miz that he's been in a rut and he offers to help him.
Why?
I don't know. Like, Kross is just looking for jobbers to recruit. Hey, I've got a stable of jobbers. I need some more jobbers.
Yeah.
And then Xavier Woods walks up and Kross says, best of luck with your Kofi situation. He walks away. Woods tells Miz, I hope you're not falling for that. And Miz says, I invented that move. What's that?
Swerving.
Swerving. Recruiting people for your, like, evil jobber stable?
Yeah.
Is that the move?
That's fair.
He says he's not wrong, though. I am in a rut. Everyone thinks I'm going to get destroyed by Bronson Reed. It's like, we're doing this again? We're doing this again? Woods tells Miz, what do you mean? You defended the WWE Championship against John Cena at WrestleMania. But Miz yells, I know, but look where I am now. So then Kofi walks up. He compliments Woods on his Bret Hart cosplay, which honestly was not good.
No.
And then he says he got him a tag title shot. And Woods says, oh, that means we get to walk into our 10th anniversary this November as the best there is, the best there was, best there ever will be. So it was like, right when he said it, it was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's when they'll do it.
Yeah.
So we have to wait for November.
So because I thought maybe because that one guy was fired,
Right?
that they were just scrapping it. Scrap it.
Yeah.
We'll try this again next year, Xavier.
Yeah.
So we have to wait 2 more months for Woods to turn on
You think
Kofi.
they'll win the tag title?
No.
No.
Yeah.
But I guess they'll have this big celebration, and then Woods will finally beat the shit out of him. Hopefully they make it somewhat good. Like, just watch the Festival of Friendship, and don't copy it where they're giving each other presents and shit.
Fuck
but
that,
like, just
word for word.
create
Right.
the list of Woods. No, but like, just, be creative, make it interesting, and
Yeah.
make it mean something.
Right.
Give them a giant
have Big
thick
E
glass
come out.
plaque.
At least do something.
Present them a 10-year plaque.
Like have
Right.
Big E be there.
Yeah, that could eventually happen.
Did you see that clip from? It was something like some press thing at Bash in Berlin. It was Drew and Big E, and Drew's like, "Oh, you're Big E, and they call me Big D.
Yeah.
Remember our failed tag team, Big ED?"
That's good.
That's funny.
But if they play this right, like, you could actually hold off until Mania, because you could have Woods, beat the fuck out of Kofi where he's out for a long time.
Right.
Return at the Rumble.
yeah.
They fight in the Rumble, and then you have a match at Mania where Woods finally gets a big singles win, then takes that to, get a singles title. Fuck.
You fucking mark!
Yep.
Literally.
I fucking worked myself into a mark shoot.
Yeah. I thought it would be kind of funny, like, if Woods did join Final Testament, but he ends up turning on Cross and taking the Authors of Pain and using them as his bodyguards so that they always help him, like what Seth did.
But then Cross is a good guy.
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily.
And then Woods gets Scarlet, though, right?
Yes.
He gets to keep her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
All right. Next up, we have Rey Mysterio versus Fuck Balor. Balor put Rey in a single leg Boston Crab while Rey was tangled in the ropes, and he wouldn't let go, so he got disqualified.
That's it. Good night.
Yep.
Go
After
home.
the match, Fuck drop kicked Rey into the ring post and then drop kicked him into the apron.
That's how we're referring to him now. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck club.
Fuck club. Next up, we have Braun Strowman versus Jey Uso versus Pete Dunne versus Ilya Dragunov. Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental Championship #1 contender match where only one person is allowed to win, and we all know who's going to win this fucking match.
Right. And also, one of these things is very much not like the others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it's true. Braun Breaker paid a visit to each man before the match to talk shit. I thought that was good. I like Breaker.
Yeah.
I almost had him as like best acting this week until Drew opened his mouth.
Yeah. Then Sheamus attacked Pete Dunne backstage before the match and told him, "Now you're my Butch."
What do you got?
Thank you.
Yeah. Wait.
That was crickets.
Yep.
All right, Vince.
So Jay Dunne and Dragunov team up, push Braun in the steel steps to he takes a nap. Dragunov jumps off the top rope, but Jay caught him with a super kick, and Dragunov kicked out because, NXT. Then Braun wakes up and does the choo-choo train, but then Bronson Reed jumps off the barricade to put Braun through the announce table out of nowhere.
Right.
Once again, he jumps 2 feet in the air.
yeah.
Flies through the air from 2 feet.
Also, there just happened to be a platform for him to run up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so funny though, because you're just looking at Braun, he's clearing the table, and the camera swings over there, and Bronson Reed's already falling on him.
Right. And Braun actually jumped up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then Jay speared Dragunov, but Dunne threw Jay out of the ring and tried to steal the pin, but Dragunov kicked out. Dragunov gave Dunne an H-bomb, but Jay broke up the pin with a super kick, and then Jay hit Dunne with an Uso splash for the win. After the match, Braun Breaker got in the ring, but it's too late. The show's over.
Yep.
Fuck off.
Good night.
Time.
Which that's another thing they won't have a problem with once they're on Netflix.
For sure.
It ends.
Yeah.
Now, SmackDown and NXT, on the other hand, they'll still have that problem.
Yep.
But yeah. That's all for Raw and SmackDown. Not good.
No.
Really, it's like, was Drew the only good thing? Like everything
Again?
else was
Yeah.
just, not that everything was dog shit, but everything,
Wasn't memorable.
no.
Right.
It's just like, oh, Judgment Day, Rhea and Priest, they're doing the same thing. They're getting beat up, and
Yeah.
yeah, there's not much to write home about. All right, let's get to awards. Who'd you have for worst dressed?
I had Jacob Fatu with the grill and the weird facial expressions.
I had Bret Hart. Like, he could have done more anything different. He's looked so old and
You know
stupid.
what's funny? On SmackDown, they played a promo for Raw, and they said the return of Bret Hart, and they showed Bret Hart when he was in his 30s.
Yeah, sure.
Like, they showed him when he was a wrestler, as if that's who's going to be on Raw.
Right.
It's like,
They're like, we went back in time and got 1993 Bret Hart.
Like, wear the jersey. Wear the Hitman jersey. That's what you always do. That's good.
Like, especially wear a Bret the Hitman hockey jersey.
and also maybe don't look like this is the worst day of your life.
Well, that's always Bret.
It's always
Yeah.
I had Xavier Woods dressing as shitty, but like
good.
a shittier Bret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best dressed?
I had Chelsea Green in her gear. It's always
Okay.
nice to see her.
I had
She got a
Tiffy
good
time.
vibe.
I did Tiffy time.
Yeah.
Went with Liv.
Okay.
Worst acting? It's got to be Bret Hart.
Bret Hart.
It's got to be
I feel bad
Bret the
because
sad
he's just
man
there.
Hart.
Yeah.
Yes. Bret the Sad Grandpa Hart.
Yep. Best acting?
True.
Duh.
Sweep it.
Yeah.
Too easy. Worst comment?
The whole like deadbeat stone. Yeah.
I had Cody like, welcome back, Michael Cole.
Yeah. What the
cares?
fuck was that?
All right. I'll do Sheamus with Now You're My Butch. You get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It means
Yeah.
okay. Best comment?
That was my favorite was Bill Goldberg.
Has
Yeah,
to be.
of course.
Sweep it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worst match?
The nominees are.
I mean, there's fusion energy versus 3 random.
Yeah.
Pussy fucks cunt versus Natalia. That was my super slow-mo. My worst was Chelsea versus Meechin.
That's their name now. I mean, pussy fuck cunt.
Yeah. pussy
Eric,
fucking
super
cunts.
slow mo.
The 8-man tag on SmackDown.
Oh yeah, let's do that. I'll
Yeah.
go with that. 8-man tag. Best match.
Owens, Waller, and Theory.
That's what I have. I thought I liked the dynamic, and it was really a
Right.
2-on-1, and he still wins. Sure.
And Owens was doing a lot of cool moves.
He better fucking win.
Yeah.
Jesus. Worst move. Yeah, I'll sweep it. By the way, KO Waller Theory.
I had Bianca and Jade's finisher.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Vega and Shayna's botch.
You could go with that too.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Shayna throwing herself into the apron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best move.
The stunner on Theory.
Yeah, that's what I had.
I have,
Especially how he like transitioned it into the pin. Like
Right.
immediately. It was good.
Yeah, sure, sweep it.
All right. Worst moment.
I went with
There's a
jobbing Vinci. Just because like if you're trying to make a new
So much.
star, and I use the star very loosely, but like if you're trying to establish someone,
Yeah.
you have them lose in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Hart.
Bret Hart.
Nope.
Natalia.
Yeah, I had Natalia.
Okay.
Horrible.
The return of Natalia. The way
Yeah.
they built it up as if this was something special.
Sure.
Best moment.
I had Drew calling out Wade Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, Drew.
Like I have some bad news.
Sammy was nice, but we're replaying a old feud again.
Yeah.
They're once again acting as if Wade might get in the ring.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right, that's all for awards. Now it's time for breaking news. WWE. Oh, we already covered the Raw stuff. Sorry. WWE announced that Survivor Series War Games will take place on Saturday, November 30th at the Rogers Arena in Vancouver.
When I go to Canada,
I fucking knew it, Eric. God damn it.
How dare you?
Yeah. So that's where it'll be. Still on a Saturday.
Yep.
So there you go. November 30th.
Yeah.
Usually it's like right before Thanksgiving, isn't it? Or is it always after?
It depends.
Yeah. Also, this past Monday, WWE Shop started selling the replica of CM Punk's friendship bracelet for $9.99. WWE then removed the bracelet from the store when the female fan who made the original bracelet tweeted, "A heads up would have been nice." And it was supposed to be a gift for Punk, not the whole world. She also said she doesn't want any compensation, just to mention that it was inspired by a fan. But as of this Wednesday, WWE put the bracelet back up for sale.
Nice.
So,
Make that money.
what, I don't understand. Like, they removed it because of what happened.
I bet they tweaked it and made it slightly different.
It looks exactly like the bracelet.
Oh, really?
That she made. Yeah.
Even once they put it back on?
Yes.
Okay.
Looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
Larry, AJ, you know.
Yep.
Eric's pre-ordering it right now. Yeah.
And it's ordered.
But I mean, how do you feel
I
about
ordered
that? Because
6.
she made it, and now
2 for
they're-
each of us.
Like, she made it.
Yeah.
It's not like it was WWE intellectual property,
True.
and now they're selling it. You know,
Kind of weird.
should probably give her something. Yeah. She's the one that
They gave her a free
created it.
bracelet.
Did she though?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Did she?
She did.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. Any other news, or is it time for the report with Eric Hamilton?
I mean, yeah, there's some stuff we could go over.
Go ahead.
All right. So, All Out was this weekend. you know, it was your usual AEW, except the Blackpool Combat Club turned on Daniel Bryanson.
Bryan Danielson.
Bryan Danielson.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, what else?
You deserve it for that one.
What else?
That was a classic Josh moment.
Did you say Brian Bryanelson? What did you say?
Bryan
Daniel-
Danielson.
He did the thing Josh always does.
Daniel Bryanson.
Daniel Bryanson.
So this was kind of crazy because so Cesaro pushes him down, and then Moxley comes behind him and puts a bag over his head.
Murdering him.
Murder. And then Swerve and
that's, well, first of all, that's them. Moxley's been cutting promos saying this isn't your company anymore.
yeah.
Meaning Shane
Also,
McMahon is showing up.
They got
and
a female member.
They're doing a WWE invasion, which, does that sound familiar?
Hey, I'll take
What
it.
company did that?
They need it.
That Tony Khan has been copying since the beginning of AEW.
Shane shows up. Come on.
Yeah.
They added Marina Shafir to their group.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know how good she
The
is.
violence.
You know who I
When
am.
the violins play, shit
You
is
know
on the
who
way.
I am. Yeah.
No, you don't know.
Right.
And then also Hangman put a syringe in
Stuck
Swerve's
a needle
mouth.
through Swerve's cheek.
Yeah, great. Eric, if I wanted to talk AEW, I wouldn't have canceled that podcast.
All right. You said the Mark report.
Yeah, right. I was hoping for some TNA shit.
Oh, I mean,
I'd rather hear about that than AEW.
There's NXT stuff.
Nah.
Who did Daniel Bryanson defend it against in All Out? Jungle Boy?
Yeah. Jack Perry.
That's great.
You did okay. You did on purpose that time, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
I looked at you and I laughed.
Yeah.
Just wanted to be sure.
Also, so on TNA, not TNA, on NXT,
Keep going. I'm just trying to kill Ellsworth real quick.
on
Shouldn't take
NXT,
long.
they
So
showed that they're
fucking
gonna prolong the feud between the Street Profits and the Bloodline.
All right.
Because the Bloodline attacked the Street Profits who were fighting for the NXT tag titles.
All right, thanks.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And Julia made her debut, beating Chelsea Green.
Who cares?
All right, on to rumors.
Rumors! Vince McMahon gets kicked out for sex allegations? That happened!
But then he returns and takes back the company?
He did that!
And then Vince sells the company but stays in power?
Jesus!
my God.
And then Vince dyes his hair black and has a stupid mustache?
Confirmed!
Wrestle Purist says Bobby Lashley. There's been rumors that he's been in talks with AEW, but they're saying that Bobby Lashley could be reforming the Hurt Business in AEW.
Okay.
We know like MVP's gonna be available soon.
Shelton.
Shelton. Cedric is surprisingly enough still with
employed.
WWE.
Yeah, and he's with.
I think he loses on speed every week.
He's,
You know those
he's
3-minute matches on Twitter?
Yes.
He's almost a tag team with Ashante Adonis
the
or whatever.
Adonis.
Yeah.
They can grab Omos,
Yeah.
you know?
Is he?
No, but if he asked, I'd be like,
I saw this
you
on
we still pay you?
Yeah.
I saw
Fuck.
this on Twitter. Tony Baloney, what the fuck is his name?
Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah, he is recruiting Omos to
That's not Omos.
Do something.
That's Moose, I think.
no. Oh, everyone thinks it's Omos.
Well, he's not even that much bigger when they had him in that. I saw some.
Yeah, but it
stupid-
was the Shadow was like one of the Hulk or
It
something.
wasn't
Omos.
Omos.
It's not Omos.
No,
it's Moose.
it was a guy named Alex Hammerstone. Big.
Oh, he came out already.
Yeah.
Oh,
this
it
happened
was
last
revealed?
night. Yeah.
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah.
this is why we can't talk about this.
No,
Because I know it. Because I know wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah. You fucking Mark. How dare you?
Well,
How
I
dare
already
you?
pushed it enough.
Yeah.
All right, so PW Insider says the reason why we haven't seen Kiana James blowing Adam Pearce on Raw lately is because she has a leg injury and will be out for possibly 6 months.
Okay, let's go with that.
If you don't remember, she was the one that was like
Blowing Adam Pearce.
Yeah. Is there anything I could do? And he's like, not now. I'll take that rim job later, whore.
Right. Not now, Hoover.
Hoover.
Like ever since she came to the main roster, it was like, Adam Pearce, I can help you with whatever you need. It's
Yeah.
like, what do I need?
Right.
I don't even have a desk, bitch.
Yeah.
The fuck away. Either give me a blowy or get lost.
It's the only thing you have.
Right.
Yeah. Also, PW Insider reports that Sheamus and WWE are close on a new long-term deal.
Like a Legends deal?
Did he
I wish.
retire twice this last year? What is happening?
In the last month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Fightful says Shayna Baszler is re-signed with WWE. Yeah.
Okay.
Any other rumors?
Yeah, speaking of re-signing, so it seems that, do you want it or not?
Yeah.
Move your hand.
Just say it.
It seems that Tony Khan is paying Buddy Matthews a fuck ton of money to keep him away from WWE.
You fucking mark!
I mean, that's who it's for. It's for Tony Khan.
Who gives a fuck?
Right, it's right. You're like, I have to have Buddy Matthews.
Vince was paying.
You can't have him.
Vince did that a couple of times,
Yeah.
paying people to not go to
Sean,
AEW.
Right.
He paid Sean for 4 years
Yeah.
to do nothing.
To not go to WCW.
To be a referee, to be like a, like to appear a few times.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I'm sure he had interest in trying to go to
But what
WWE.
does Tony Khan think that once WWE gets Buddy Matthews, then now it's over?
It's
right.
over.
It's over.
Yeah. So,
over.
Is there any more news on Odyssey Jones and why?
No,
I didn't-
gone?
Just that they think it's a domestic thing. Yeah. But yeah,
All
that's
that
it.
stuff is so public, though. I'm surprised.
Right.
We
Right,
don't have
yeah.
more information. Nobody
Right.
gives a fuck.
No
That's
one
why-
cares.
right, exactly.
I think you were right, though. I think Woods was going to take him with him. Now that you think about it, it makes so much sense.
Yeah, because it'd be weird if Kofi is the babyface and Odyssey Jones is with him.
Right.
And then it's Woods by himself or
Yeah.
with the Final Testament. I don't know.
Right.
But we'll see. It's trivia time.
All right. There are 3 answers. Whoever says the 2 of the 3 first wins.
Good.
So versus each other.
Yeah.
Name the 3 men who have unified WWE world titles.
Randy Orton.
Okay. That's probably a tie.
Chris Jericho.
Yes?
I mean, if it's a tie,
Well, if he gets the last one, then you tie. That's how 3 works, Eric.
say it one more time.
The 3 men
Uh huh.
who have unified the 2 main titles.
Okay.
Wait. But Jericho had both.
What do you mean? He unified them.
But he
In a
had.
tournament, he unified them.
All right, but he had both. Yeah, all right, that's fine.
Then when he beat The Rock, he had 1. Then he won the other one, so he unified.
But then he held
It
both,
counts
and
as
then
an
when Triple
undisputed-
H won, then Triple H unified him. But all right.
Chris Adam.
Roman Reigns.
Roman
Of
Reigns
course.
is correct.
Suck it, Andrew.
Eric Hamilton.
You fucking mark!
Remember,
what else
20
would you
minutes ago,
expect?
he's like, "We've hit the button enough."
I thought you guys would get that very quickly. That's why I was like,
Yeah. I mean, I got Randy Orton. I clearly said Randy Orton first.
I'll give you that. Give him that. Give him that.
Will you give me that?
No. half point. You got Orton, I got Randy. Me.
All right. I mean, look, next week we'll find out Joe was wrong about all this anyway.
Yeah,
And
it's
we'll-
Usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Andrew's always right. You can never have a second opinion.
Read the fucking book.
Did you read the book?
Do I need to have you read the book again?
I signed a copy for you.
Will you get 2 more and both of you sign them for me, please?
But the book you really should read is Kurt Angle's Cum Recipe.
You know, I tried to have-
by Eric. I sucked off Kurt Angle Hamilton.
Hey,
I wanted Kurt to sign it, but all the pages were stuck together. That's right.
okay. It's time for the weekly random excerpt. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Speaking of height, let's not ignore the impact of serving your dishes in Marseille, set up on a side dish buffet where guests can serve themselves. There's something exceptionally fun about wandering the table, collecting different side dishes, and curating the perfect balanced plate. Picture it. Bowls of Kurt Angle's cum-infused roasted Brussels sprouts, a stunning grain salad, and creamy mashed potatoes all waiting to be mingled together in the spotlight. This might be the greatest book that's ever been written.
AI can do it all. It really can.
On God, that was a random excerpt that none of us have read before.
AI is going to make one hell of an Avengers movie in a couple of years.
I feel like this is Conan with the Chuck Norris thing. Eric?
I know. Stop.
Oh. In the end, there's one thing clear. Andrew's already laughing. There are countless approved and utterly creative ways to utilize leftover Kurt Angle cum. Not just to avoid waste, but to elevate your cooking game to Hall of Fame status.
Oh my God.
So good.
I was telling them
Leftover cum.
I was telling both of you last week because I was reading some of it in my spare time.
Yeah.
And there was a section where it was how to collect Kurt Angle's cum.
Yes.
And it was like it was getting like very detailed that you have to come up with your own finishing move.
Sure.
So that you beat Kurt Angle in a match.
Yes.
And then while he's knocked out, you jerk him off to collect his cum. So Eric, you have to beat him in a match.
Hold on.
And then jerk him off.
Hold on.
Hold the lever.
And we can't forget the somewhat straightforward yet undeniably impactful Kurt Angle's cum cheese board.
Yes. So impactful.
When it comes to entertaining, simply slapping together an array of cheeses, cured meats, nuts, and fruit can easily elevate your gathering to an upper crust level of sophistication.
Jesus.
The kicker, of course, is drizzling some delightful Kurt Angle's cum atop of these cheese selections. Transforming your shark coochie board into something intergalactic.
Oh my God. Intergalactic.
Wow.
Forget trivia. I'm just going to read random. Like,
Maybe you should.
We have at least 1,000 left.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, how long do you want to go on for?
The rest of the show.
Kurt Angle's cum cheese board.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, fan questions.
Uh-oh.
Pop culture junkie.
Hey,
Kurt
fans?
Angle's cum. Oh no.
Fans, by the way, for your fan questions next week, you can just say, go to the cum book. And we'll just read a
That's
random.
gonna be like
Yeah.
20.
Yes.
All right. So
Yes.
look. Hold on.
Give us a page number in the cum book.
There's 238 pages.
238.
So give us a page
Joe,
number.
page, whatever, and we'll read it.
That will be trivia or fan questions next week.
That's
That'll
awesome.
make things so much easier.
Yeah.
All right, pop culture junkie. Canada was not impressed with yeeting or the Jade Belair experiment.
Good.
Those entrances were blah. I guess Adam Pearce was rewatching Raw 2003 when Stone Cold made the announcement of Kevin Nash versus Triple H, Bad Blood, Hell in a Cell, and thought, yeah, I'm bald. I could pull this off.
Wow.
Jesus was his rendition of the announcement. Total shit. Well, Joe did a perfect reenactment of it. So, yeah.
Indeed.
Matt Cardona's Venmo. It's great. Do you think Vince will go to prison? No.
Nah.
He's not even up for...
Rich people don't go to prison.
It's only like a civil thing.
Shitting on someone I don't think is against the law if they accepted it. I will accept your shit.
For
Allegedly.
shit in this hand, money in that hand.
Right.
Well,
Allegedly.
again, he's not up on like, you know what I mean? Like criminal charges.
Yeah.
No.
It's just a civil thing.
Yep.
Who ate all the pussy?
Nice.
Not Raw or SmackDown related, but new fear boner alert. Julia in NXT. There's something going on behind those eyes, and I like it.
Yeah. It's good to see like
mean,
him
she's hot.
getting like a wrestler again. Not just like she played basketball in college and she
Sure.
was a track star.
Right.
Yeah.
Julia Gulia.
Yeah. Ryberg, Goldback. Pushberry, Kill, good comebacks. Dean Ambrose, Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole.
Ooh.
Part of me wants Dean Ambrose just to save him from whatever the fuck
Sure.
he's been doing.
Yeah.
I would
For sure.
Although maybe the Shane thing will work.
I would
but
push Adam
knowing
Cole.
AEW, probably not.
No.
I'd push Adam Cole. I'd bury Dean Ambrose and I'd
Fire Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
He's done anyway.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
He did Pushberry Kill. Yeah, push. That's not, and then bad comebacks. We have Xia Li, Gable Steveson, and Shanky. Push Shanky, of course.
Yeah.
You know, fire Gable Steveson, bury Xia Li.
Bury Xia.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Well, you can't. Max Power. I'm a big, longtime wrestling fan, so willing suspension of disbelief is par for the course, but someone please tell Rhea that a crutch is to be used on the opposite leg of the injured leg.
Womp womp.
I didn't notice that. Did she actually do that wrong?
Probably.
That's pretty funny. Stevenson Dan Ticka, why do wrestlers kayfabe get angry when another wrestler mentions a family member's name? I think it's lame. Just saying a guy's wife's name or kid's name makes him upset. Also, that's what Joe Burrow gets for trying to do the Cody hairstyle. Now he sucks just like Cody Rhodes.
Wow.
That's funny. Yeah. I mean, wrestlers are supposed to be high-strung people. If you said that to an MMA fighter, if you were like, hey, your wife's a slut, they're going to knock you out in real life. You know what I mean? Like, that's how... And that's what wrestlers are supposed to be. They're supposed to be crazy people.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Tyrone Grizz, I'm in Italy this week for a cousin's wedding, and I saw a guy wearing a Yeet shirt in the Vatican.
Nice.
Is this a sin, and would he go to hell, please?
Only if the Pope didn't too sweet him.
Yeah. Yes and yes.
Too sweet me,
It's
bro.
a sin, and he's going to hell.
Okay.
Unless he does it to a child. Then, the Catholic Church is fine with it. Joseph Reiling. So Tess and Barrett were in the ring with Bret Hart saying they had a big announcement. Drum roll, please. Tickets on sale Friday for Survivor Series in Vancouver. Yay. You're better than this, Triple H. This isn't AEW. Keep up the great work, guys. That's true.
Thank you.
That is a good point.
Survivor Series.
Lil Donnie's Choo Choo Train. Brett the Shitman Fart looks like genocide Joe Biden walking through those halls with his dementia.
Wow.
Genocide. Joe Biden.
Jesus Christ.
Do you guys think Triple H told Gunther to say Goldberg was his favorite to get one last jab at that bitter son of a bitch?
Hey, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Didn't Bret Hart introduce the AEW title?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And
Hey,
then he's
whoever's paying, Eric.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, he said in an interview he didn't even know what AEW was.
Yeah.
Like,
The fuck is this? Oh, money? Okay.
Brett, will you introduce the title? I guess. How much money? I can give you whatever in my... yeah, I'll take that. All right. So I go out now? Let me take that.
Roman Reigns over the counter. I'm going to miss SmackDown on Fox. Part of what makes the show special is being on network television for us poor people who can't afford cable.
Aw.
Well, think about it this way. Now you don't have to watch SmackDown anymore.
That's true.
Oh, what
Now-
a great thing.
You can just listen to us.
Yeah. The Dashing Dan, Pushfire Barry, for how much you enjoyed their run from WrestleMania 2000 to WrestleMania 2001. Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys, and the Hardy Boys. That's tough because they were feuding with each other
Yeah.
like during this time.
Right.
So we're pushfire bearing the groups.
I would push Edge and Christian. I'd kind of bury the Hardy Boys. It was more about Edge and Christian and the Dudleys, I think.
I would fire the Hardy Boys.
Yeah. I'd bury the Dudleys.
Maybe something like that. I might flip
Yeah.
the Dudleys, but I get you.
Bonus Pushfire Barry, their sidekicks. Rhino, Spike Dudley, Lita.
Oh, push Spike.
Yeah.
Spike was the best.
He was. Everyone
Lita's
murdered
great,
him.
but that's too obvious.
Fuck Lita.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck Lita.
Push, fuck, Barry.
Yeah.
Right.
Fire Rhino.
I'm going to fire Rhino.
yeah, gross.
That's the right answer.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan's brother.
brother.
So I know you guys did a bracket for best entrance song and AEW entrance, but have you guys considered a bracket for overall entrance, including music, pyro, showmanship, etc.? We have talked about that. We've even talked about doing a best WrestleMania entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that would be more fun if we could watch those. So it's possible. It would just take time for me to get all those clips.
The final four would be Shawn versus Triple H. Triple H probably. They kind of have the best. Maybe Taker sneaks
I
in
mean,
there.
you could probably throw a John Cena one in there.
He's had a couple good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of these and one of those. Was the Jets' performance on Monday Night Football against the Niners that
Fuck
bad
off.
that y'all needed an extra day to recover?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
That's it. Liable Chief, no question. Just want to make sure the Mark Report didn't forget to mention the plastic bag spot or the syringe.
Of course.
There you go. Eric didn't miss. Fatua. That's great. That is fucking great.
Love it.
Pushfire Barry. Does an AEW wrestler get murdered on Dynamite, Rampage, or pay-per-view? Pushfire Barry.
All of them.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
I mean, fire all of them.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Guys.
Whisper in the Wind with Raw hopefully staying at 2 hours for the foreseeable future. Which Raw intro song would you bring back across the nation? To be loved. I mean, Across the Nation is
That was
like my
great.
favorite one.
Yeah.
That one's so
That was
good.
amazing.
How'd that go?
Music, play that fucking music.
Come on. Let's get it out. I mean, either
Oh, that's
that,
great.
either that or the Attitude Era, you know.
Oh, my favorite still is
Yeah.
That was SmackDown.
Right.
fucking Stone Cold walking. It's pretty.
Oh,
cool.
that was you're doing
SmackDown, yeah.
you were doing Beautiful People.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
That was SmackDown.
yeah. What did it say?
No, for Raw.
Oh, for real.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
either one of those.
The one with
is fine.
Stone Cold walking was.
With the flames.
Yeah, with the exploding. Everything's on fire. Dylan, Pushfire Barry, who has the best chance with Liv Morgan, Andrew, Joe, or Eric?
I do, because I've actually met her.
Yeah, that means you have the least. That means you have the least chance.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm the youngest, so me. Yeah. Okay. She likes Dominic. Dominic's young. I'm not that young, but I'm the closest.
Yeah.
I can grow.
Shave your beard. I bet you'll look younger.
I can grow a shitty mustache.
and,
likes
and a mullet.
If she likes her feet rubbed, she knows who to go to.
Yeah.
Andrew.
I could do that. I mean, I'm down for that too. Super Monster number. It cuts your name off.
Probably
Sorry,
22.
I don't know what number. Yeah, probably. 22. How many tsunamis would it take for any wrestler on AEW not to kick out? I feel like they'd have to be completely soaked.
Ooh,
Yes,
at least 17.
10. Oh, yeah. That's a big number.
Yeah. The Rizzler, how do you make a Baszler DeVille Stark match even more dreadful and painfully boring? You add Natalia.
So true.
Sticky Reamboat. Some marks on Twitter or X believe John Cena is going to form a new NWO with Randy Orton and CM Punk at WrestleMania. What are the chances of this happening and why are they 0?
They're 0 because you can't have 3 leaders on one team.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like, who would not be the, you know what I mean? Come
Right.
on.
Who's going to fall in line to the other one?
Why would they do NWO? Just make your own group.
Yeah, exactly. Kimbo, who's got the most? That's like New Japan and AEW shit, where they're just like indie wrestlers, like the Young Bucks, just copying Too Sweet. You know,
Right.
it's not cool anymore.
Nope.
Kimbo, who's got the most powerful fupa on SmackDown? Piper Niven or Nia Jax?
Fupa? Oh, the front
Yeah.
Something like that.
front ass.
No, FUPA.
I know, but he's kind of describing it.
Yeah.
Front upper pussy area?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, that's funny. I was like, Naya.
Yeah.
Joe's done extensive research.
Yeah.
The Wizard of Mac and Fart, Braun Strowman's eyebrows should be worse dressed. I didn't even notice them.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
If Barrett comes out of retirement, would you be interested in a Barrett versus Gunther feud for the world title? Probably not. I think it's just going to be a one-off. You know what I think is going to happen? Drew's going to lose to Punk at Bad Blood.
Uh-huh.
And then the next night on Raw, Drew's going to attack Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
And they're going to have a match. It'll be like a one-off match for Wade Barrett.
Sure. Yeah.
You know?
That would make more sense than having a random, like having him fight in a random title match.
Yeah, because if he's going to fight Gunther, he'd have to build his way back up. But I think Triple H is like, no, you're good on commentary. You want one more match to end your career? I'll give you one more match.
But it's got to be injury, right? Was he never injured? He was just bad?
No, he was injured a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you could have one more match,
Right.
you know?
One more match.
Bill Capri, there's 2 names on Punk's bracelet. So my question for Eric is, apart from Kurt, what other name would you have on your bracelet? Like one of your cats?
Maybe my dog.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So Kurt and
Parker. Wow.
Kurt and Kurt Angle's cum.
Little Kurt Angle and
Cack.
Kurt.
Hey, come over here, Kurt Angle's cum.
Kurt Angle's come. Cack.
Cack.
Hey, Cack. Give me a
Oh,
cack.
yeah. Give me a cack. Cack the cat.
Dr. Coctopus, Eric, are you excited to hear a bunch of football questions for the next 8 months?
Thrilled.
Yeah. Eric also says, what was your guys' first pay-per-view you actually saved up for and bought when you were younger?
To like watch or to go?
Yeah. So, I don't know. To watch? I don't know.
Well, my dad watched wrestling, so he would usually order them. So I got lucky there. But the first pay-per-view I went to was WrestleMania 17 in the Astrodome.
Our dad was always pretty nice about not charging us if we wanted to get it.
Yeah. Strong Woman, what was Xavier Woods wearing? It looked like a Halloween costume you buy last minute at CVS drugstore. Please turn him heel.
Which they have that kind of like Bret Hart costume is at Walmart or Target or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan H, do you guys see Triple H being more involved in the future as maybe a heel GM? Not really.
No, they've got GMs.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be coming back.
Yeah.
Mike K, if you had to do one of the following, would you rather let Rhea Ripley kick you in the balls while she was wearing her heavy-duty goth boots? B, drink a cup of Nia Jax sweat that was collected from one of her 4XL rubber bodysuit costumes? Or C, get viciously pegged by Shayna Baszler, but get to watch Liv diddle herself while it happens? Well, and it's not going to be
exit only down there.
enjoyable.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I don't want to do any of those because there's no reward in any of those.
Right.
Yeah. All right, that's all for fan questions. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Wrong Wrestling. Get a t-shirt or hat at ProWrestlingTees.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. We also have the shirts up at bonfire.com/store/What's Wrong with Wrestling. You can get this one, your Thanks Guys shirt, or the one Joe's wearing, the Who Are You? Who Are You t-shirt.
Yeah.
And also become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. Again, we have over 900 patrons. Get to 1,000.
I'll do Stone Cold for all podcasts and shave my fucking head.
That's a promise. I'm not lying about that.
You guarantee
So yeah, patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. And if you are on Patreon, we'll see you for the Monday Night War this week. Joe, an excerpt, please.
Chapter 11, crafting the perfect Kurt Angle's cum cocktail.